earlier videos, I have taught you about the minimization of Boolean expression using some Boolean algebraic theorems. After that, I have taught you about the mean terms, max terms, then SOP, POS form, how they are converted. And then in this lecture, I will explain you about K-map minimization. In the minimization of Boolean expression, sometimes it is difficult, very difficult to minimize any algebraic equations with the help of algebraic theorems or Boolean algebraic theorems. So this method is useful, that is Karnaugh map representation or Karnaugh map minimization is useful in minimizing the Boolean expressions. So in this video, basically in this topic, we will learn about the K-map representation. That is how the one variable, two variable, three variable, four variable, and then five variables K-map are represented. Okay, and then next we will talk about representation of Boolean expression, whether either in the form of SOP or SOP form or POS form on K-map. So if we have any expression that is in terms of SOP or POS form, how they have to be represented on K-map, and then we will minimize it. So this I will talk you about this. Then later on I will talk about representation of truth tables on K-map. So if I have given a truth table and then we have to represent it on the K-map, how it is how it is representation is done, that I will explain you in this topic. So later I will explain you about the minimization of logical functions specified in min term, max term or truth table and other form. So how to minimize this logical expression with the help of K-map if the functions are in terms of your min term or in the form of max term or some truth table has been given and we have to minimize. So that minimization techniques using K-maps I will explain you. Then don't care conditions I will explain you, and by incorporating don't cares and without incorporating don't cares we will have some problems on K-maps. So that is totally which I have decided for this particular K-map minimization topic. So maybe this may be elongated in part 1, part 2, part 3. So you have to watch all these parts so to understand this K-map minimization. So before starting this K-map minimization, I wanted to revise some mean term and max term concepts in terms of four variables, so that you will understand how it will be represented in two variable, three variable. So I am explaining you about the four variables representation of mean term and max term that will be easier in this K-map minimization. Okay, so just I have written these four variables, that is A, B, C and then D. These four variables and I am representing in terms of min terms and max terms. So basically I am having four variables, that means I require 2 raised to 4, that is 16. 16 min terms or 16 max terms, and it will be starting from your 0, 1, 2 up to it is 15, the last one is. I will write it here. Okay. So 0, 1 to 15 in terms of decimal numbers. So four variables I am representing and it requires 2 raised to 4, that is 16 min terms or 16 max terms, either the min terms or max term. How do I represent these min terms? I earlier told you, if you do not have watched my earlier videos about min terms and max terms, please watch this. Okay, so A, B, C, D, four variables I am writing in terms of min terms. So what I have to do is I have to write it in terms of multiplications. So multiplications, and 0 is represented as a bar. So A is 0, B is 0, C is 0, D is 0. So all are bars and they are multiplied. So A bar dot B bar dot C bar dot D bar, and this will be my M0, small m0. Small m means mean terms, and this is multiplication. In terms of max terms, the same thing is applied. Okay, so in terms of max terms, I have to represent 0 as 1 or the normal variable, so, and then addition and then summation. Okay, so this can be written as A plus B plus C plus D, and this is my first or my 0th m term, max term. Okay, similarly, you can write this for A0, B0, C0. So that is nothing but A bar dot B bar dot C bar dot D, as D is equals to, this is 1. So I am representing D as a normal form, that is D, and this is my M1, small m1, and then this in terms of max term, if this variable has to read, right, then I will write it as A plus B plus C plus D bar, and this is my M1 and this is my M1. The third term, similarly, the third term is your A bar dot B bar dot C dot C. A bar dot B bar dot C dot d bar is equals to your m2, whereas the opposite of this. Okay, so dual, I said dual means this is your a plus b plus c bar plus d, this is your capital M2. Okay, you can when you go when you look at this, so this dot it changes to positive sign, that is R. Multiplication changes to R. Okay, and then this bar is represented through normal. Here the same thing. Okay, and then small m represents the main term, capital M represents the max term. Okay, in max term you have to R all the variables, and in min terms you have to multiply each the variables. Okay, I am writing this for fourth, that is your a bar b dot b bar dot c dot d is equal to my m3, and then a plus b plus c bar plus d bar is equals to M3. This is capital M3, and this is, sorry, this is a small M3. M3. Okay. Then this is my 0, 1, 2. This is third is over. Then fourth I am writing. Fourth is 0, 1, 0, 0. That means A bar dot B dot C bar dot D bar is equals to my small m4, and then A plus B bar plus C plus D is equals to capital M4 in terms of max term. Then this is the fifth in terms of decimal, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so A bar dot 0, 1, B dot 0, so C bar dot 1 or D. So this is my M5. Then A plus B bar plus C plus D bar is equals to my max term fifth M5. Similarly, you have to go on. I am pausing this video and I will write all these terms. Okay. So I have written here for all the variables, mean terms and max terms. There you can see that. So in terms of mean terms, okay. So 0, I am repeating this. So 0 represented as a bar. Okay. In terms of max terms, this is a normal variable, that is a, and then this dot term, this multiplication is in terms of mean terms, and this plus in max terms. Okay, so I have written it for all the 15 variables. I will explain you about this. Okay, 1 1 1 1. So where all the variables a b c d are 1 1, so it is directly written as a b c d. Okay, and this is your 15th of mean term, and in case of max term, it can be written as a bar plus b bar plus c bar plus d bar, and this is your 15th of max term. Okay, in one of the example, if it is has been asked that in SOP form, SOP, that is sum of product form, y has been given as, or y, or you can say that function of a b c comma d. Remember this variable sequence a b c d, it should be in this form a b c d, so this can be matched. Okay, and this can be function of summation m in 0, 1, 9 and 14. So four terms has been given 0, 1, 9, 14 in SOP form. So to represent this, what you have to do is you have to make this in sum of product form. So product is there. So 0th term is represented as a bar plus b bar, a bar dot b bar dot c bar dot d bar. So first term I am writing here a dot, a dot, so first term a bar dot b bar dot c bar dot d bar plus second term is your 1. So 1 is represented as a bar dot b bar dot c bar dot d, a bar dot b bar dot c bar dot d plus the ninth. So 9 can be represented as 9. 9 is 1 0 0 1. If we have 4 variables, okay, I will write it here. Okay, so if you don't want to write the truth table, you can directly represent as 9 can be represented as 1 0 0 1. Okay, and we have 4 variables in the sequence of a b c d. So 9 can be represented as a as it is, because 1 is there, 0 is there for b, so b bar, c bar, and for D is 1. So this is your representation for 9. Term is your 14. So 14, how we represent in 1248 format? Likewise, other ways, 1248 format. I will write it here. If you do not understand this, 1248. Okay. So 1248 format we have, and we have to represent this decimal number in terms of your binary number. So what combinations are there? I took one for I will took one for 8. Okay, 8 plus 4, 8 plus 4 are 12. Okay, 8 plus 4 are 12. 12 plus 2. So 1 I will represent for this 2. So 14. For this one I will represent it as 0. So 14 in binary format. 14 in 14 decimal number in binary format. How it is represented as 1110. Okay, and this is called as 1248 coding. 1248 coding. Okay, and now I have four. I am having four variables A, B, C, D. Now I have to represent in terms of this SOP form. So what I have to do is I will write as it is A, B, C and D. For D it is 0. Okay, so I will write it represent as D bar. So this is one of the example for which if we have a function of four variables and summation m has been given, that is in terms of min terms. So 0, 1, 9, 4 can be represented as this in terms of SOP form. This is your sum of product form, SOP form. If another example has been given, okay, so another example in terms of POS form has been given. So POS form, or we can say that in other way, if I wanted to write, I will write this as M0, M9, 9 ho gaya. Okay, I will take another M7 and then M14. Okay, if three variable has been given and capital M0, M3, M7, capital M0, M7 and M14 has been given, and here Y is given. So, but we don't know how many variables are there. By looking at this max term, you can consider that this is the maximum is 14. So 14 maximum है. So उसमें then what we have to understand is that the 14 is maximum and it will comes in 4 variable format, as 2 raised to 4 is equals to 16, and 16 can be written as max term from M0 to M15. Okay, so this M14 is covered by this 4 variable. So I will write this, my function is f, and 4 variables are a, comma b, comma c, comma d, and then I will write this for M0. So function which is nothing but pi. Okay, as this is max term, so pi capital M 0 7 14. So 0 7 and then 14. So in this way I am able to write this function. Okay, now I have to expand this in terms of max term. So next I will write M0. M0 0 max term is, what is that? A plus B plus C plus D. 0 can be represented as A plus B plus C plus D. This is for one max term. Second, this is dot product, that is multiplication for the next term. So I will multiply this as 0 for the 7. So 7, how do I represent it? If 7 is there in terms of my decimal number, I wanted to represent in terms of my binary number. So you have two options. Okay, so basically we are not looking into the details of this, how do I represent it, but in terms of 1248 you can easily write how the 7 is represented. 7 can be represented with the help of these combinations. Okay, for 7 which is the lowest number, that is 4. So I will apply 1 as 4 plus 2, that is 6, plus 1, that is 7, and then for 8 is 0. If we have 4 variables, that is A, B, C, D, in this fashion only, okay, in this sequence only, A, B, C, D. So I will write this as 7 as A plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar. You can see this M7. So M7, your A plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar. The next variable is my 14. Okay, so then dot 14. How it represent 14? Okay, I will directly write down. This is my M14. This is my main term, and this is the max term. A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D. A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D. So this way I am able to represent the min terms and max terms.